Hi everybody, it's Kathy Corley with Joyful Living, and I'm here today. I want to talk about flood cleanup or just water cleanup in general. But since we've been having this deluge of rain here in the DMV and quite honestly the entire East Coast this whole summer and the Midwest all summer, just a couple of quick water prevention ideas. Number one, keep your eaves cleaned. It's amazing this summer, my husband, every time we get, called for another big storm, he goes out and checks them and he can't believe how many leaves and sticks and things are out there. So keeping those eaves clean is going to be a huge thing. Number two, when those downspouts are coming out, divert that water away. They have those nice plastic tubes that you can put on those. You can take those tubes and direct them in different places around your yard so that it takes it further away from the house, because again, when you're having plus 5 inches of rain in a day, you need to get that water away from the house as quickly as possible and as far as possible. And again, if you have an outside drain at the bottom of your stairs going into the basement, make sure that you keep that clean and free of any kind of debris every time they're calling for rain. And also, if you're having rain for multiple days, check that regularly so that that doesn't get covered and then the water overflows and comes in the house. Okay, so those are my 3 quick prevention tips on getting water in the house. Let's talk about what to do after the water's come in, it's receded, and how to clean up the inside. Number one, you're going to want to get that water out as fast as possible. Making sure you have a shop vac that's working, that you can suck that water up as much as possible, and then dumping that either outside or, like at my house in the basement, we have a bathroom with a tub, so my husband dumps it in there. At my mom's, she dumps it down her deep sink. If it's clean outside, she'll dump it over her outside drain. Also, dehumidifier is helpful because you can only get out just so much water, but then there's still water that's there. So having a dehumidifier helps to get that water that you can't get. So drying out your house. If it's nice weather, right here in the DMV right now, the humidity is so high that opening the windows and doors is not going to help out. That's only going to add insult to injury. But if it's dry outside, the humidity is low, you could open windows and doors and get some fresh air in the house. Honestly, that's a good idea anyway, because that's going to help you reduce the amount of toxins that's in that water from building up in the house. Keep your house dry and remove the materials that are really wet. So if you have paper boxes that have gotten wet, the items inside have gotten wet, that's going to breed mold and other microorganisms. You want to get that stuff out of the house, dry it out, wash the clothes, whatever, dry it, and then put it in plastic bins. We have gotten to the point at our house that in the basement we try only to have plastic bins that actually sit on the concrete. It's just easier and safer. If we get some water in, it doesn't do any damage. When you're cleaning up, when you're actually washing items, washing the floors, the walls, wherever the water has come, you're going to be using cleaners and disinfectants. Please make sure that you use one at a time. I had a situation one time, I was working with my mom. We were cleaning at a business, one of her businesses, and she had put some cleaner in the toilet bowl. I didn't know. I went in later, I put some chemical in the toilet bowl. I went to work in the kitchen, or in the bathroom. I almost passed out because we had a chemical interaction that was not good. So use one chemical at a time and make sure that you're reading the directions for how to dilute that or use it. And make sure too that if you need to, you have some ventilation happening when you're using that, especially if you're in the house. Okay, so making sure you're taking care of that. Unfortunately, if you're having water and things in the house, if you have lead or asbestos in the house, that could get stirred up. So you're going to want to make sure that you're taking care if you have those potential toxins in your house as well. So I got my information today off the EPA website. You can go to EPA, look up flood, and they have information on insurance, how to clean up for flood, where to get help, etc. EPA.gov. Have a great day, guys.